Yo, what's going on, everybody? Today I'm back again, and I'm going to be talking about why I trade Forex and why you should too. There's so many reasons to why I trade Forex. You know, I love my job. If you don't love yours, then there's a problem. Then you should probably listen to this whole video. I always feel like everybody should love their job, and I love mine. And there's so many reasons as to why I love Forex, the advantages of Forex, the misconceptions of Forex. There's so many of them, and I really do think it's beneficial to so many people that are really open and believe in making money from your own home. You know, although that's like a cliche saying, but at the end of the day, it's kind of true. You know, you definitely do got to put in some hard work, but you do make so much money. You know, people's salaries from home. As long as you stick with it and believe. So many reasons to why I trade Forex. But the best thing I would have to say that I'm going to talk about later in the video is that there is always room for improvement, and you do it on your own. You don't wait for a boss to give you a raise, to give you how would you say, a promotion. You know, this is all you. Every single day you have a chance to grow. It's your own. You make your own raises. You make your own promotion. You know, so that's one of the biggest things with Forex. That's why I love my job. I can work from anywhere. But don't get me wrong, you do have to work hard. I'm going to be talking about all that in the video. So hopefully you guys stay, enjoy, and hopefully you guys trade in Forex. I'm going to be breaking down GJ, and I hope you guys enjoy. See you.
So this was on. Yo, guys, we're back with another brand nuke. And as I was telling my Telegram and on Instagram, new week, new opportunities. So we're going to get to look at the market. We're going to be talking about why I trade Forex and why you should too, while doing a breakdown commentary on gbpusd. And we're also going to look at gbpjpy, what happened in our last video, what happened after. All right, so on Friday, right? On Friday, we had called gbpjpy shorts as long as we held under and retested this area right here at, where my line's at, 167.376. As you see, give me a second. We're going to replay as you see. Price broke under, price came up, retested in this bullish candle, retested the 50 EMA, retested the trend line, and then just completely dropped for a lot of pips. It dropped 217. It actually ended up dropping a lot more, but we had called out shorts because of this lower high that we had found here on the 4-hour and non-daily time frame, and then we broke under trend line, 50 EMA, support resistance, market structure area, pivot point. Everything was broken. So as soon as we started to break under, it was clear as day what we were going to do. We took the retest up here, and then we ended up dropping, right? So market structure would look like that in this sell, and then if you were to sell again, you would short right at this area and then go based on price action signals. Right now, I'm not going to look to trade GJ. I don't think this entire week, because after what just happened right now, it's going to be a short week, and I don't even like trading, in the middle of December. And why? Well, again, it retested again, and then price continued to drop, right? So at market open, after price was retesting again, lower low, lower high. Right now, price is currently in a 550 pip drop on gbpjpy, and like, this is crazy. I mean, like, market structure is beautiful. We called shorts in our last video if you were able to watch it, and right now we're just continuing to drop. So technically, since that call out on shorts, if you held to all the way down here, you'd be catching 610 pips. But gbpjpy is currently on this crazy meltdown, and I don't feel comfortable taking a trade on it. I feel like, there's so many things that can happen right now with the holidays. There's going to be so much volatility. One, price can correct all of this. When it comes down, must come up, vice versa. I feel like price can, just completely wipe this move out. You're going to look to short up in here. Right. That is another trade scenario, though. You could actually fall into a short position in here, retest under the supply and demand area that we had just broke right here. Let me point a trend line out. It's a bigger picture trend line, right? We just broke it. It would be a major trend line on the daily time frame. We come up, retest the 50 EMA over here. We'll probably be coming under. That'll be another confirmation. But as of now, I don't really feel comfortable trading GJ. It was a nice short we caught on Friday, but right now, so many things can happen right now. Market's gonna wad out. It's a short week. I don't really feel comfortable taking any positions right now. And for GBP USD. So while I'm breaking down gbpusd right now, marking off support and resistances and breaking down what can happen, I'm going to be talking about why I trade Forex. I wanted to give you guys that little breakdown of gbpjpy with no interruptions because it's very important to see what's going on in the market, with holidays and all that stuff. But why I trade Forex and why you should too. Obviously, number one is what everybody's going to tell you, right? You can make money from anywhere. Now, listen, this doesn't include the learning process, right? I'm not talking about the learning process of Forex. When you're learning it, listen, I would not, I'd be focused. This is just like anything else in life. Just because you can do it from home on a laptop doesn't mean you should be really lazy with it, right? This is a career, this is a job that can, yield you millions, hundreds of thousands, or whatever amount you aspire to make, like truthfully, that's a real truthful answer. But you really can make money from anywhere. I, for the past 2.5 years, have like holed myself into my house, since COVID. I very went out only on occasions. Um, Sometimes for fun, but very rarely. But like I'm at home, I'm in my desk at a certain time. I am on, and I'm doing this and I'm doing that. I'm spending hours on the charts, you know. And right now that I'm funded, now then I still trust me. Growth is always there, but technically you can make money from anywhere, right? Right, like I would trade where you're comfortable at, but you can be on vacation while you're trading. You can trade, like anywhere. You can trade at your second job. You can trade um you can be in a trade and go ahead run errands. Like you can generally be in a trade and go do your whatever you got to do in the day, and not have to like be present at work. And making money from anywhere is definitely one of the best things I feel like a job you like someone can have from a job. So number two is you get to work when you want. So you get to work when you want. So there's a misconception, right? There's a misconception, like technically as a trader, people usually know, or some people trade differently. I honestly don't know, but there is a certain time in which I trade. I always trade at a certain time, but this isn't the case. You don't have to. You can technically trade when you want. In Forex, there's a misconception where you want, quote unquote, but in Forex there are sessions, right? There's the New York, Shenzhen, London session, Asia session, and I feel like I'm missing one. Sydney, the Sydney session, right? And there's 4 sessions, and there are certain ones in which you should be trading in, or if it's a part of your trading strategy, you got to trade in that one. The term trade when you want, it holds true, but you have the decision to trade virtually any session. Although sometimes it may not be the best, right? Like to me, I prefer to trade London session, which is at 3 a.m. here in East Coast time in the United States, for those of you who don't know. And like yeah, I can wake up whenever and trade New York, but I'd rather trade London. It's better for my strategy. I want to trade London. So, you know, number two, it work when you want. It holds true, but like of course, it's better to have your own session. Something that goes with your strategy, or maybe not. Maybe I can just be, you know, maybe I'm just the only one. Maybe I'm just the only one that trades in a certain session. Some people can trade any session. Number three is honestly one of the most underrated things I don't hear a lot of people talk about in Forex, but number three is you basically create your own raise and your own promotion. There is nobody to tell you, there is nobody to tell you that, you can make this amount when yada yada yada. There's nobody to tell you to give you a 50 cent raise, a dollar raise. It all goes from the amount, and it all goes from you know even getting the promotion in general. So in Forex, you're your own boss. You can trade whenever you want, and it's up to you whether how much you make, right? Every single week, every single day, you can get a raise. You can generally get a raise, and it's all up to you. And that's one of the most important things in Forex, right? Is that like there's always room for improvement, and there's always the next level, right? The possibilities are endless. For you, there's no limit, there's no cap on your potential, there's nothing. It is you, it is 100% you. You are in charge of everything that goes on. And that's, some people, that is what some people might lack. Some people might make a certain amount and they get lazy with it. They think this is enough. But if you keep that ambition that you first had when you wanted to trade Forex, well, you can genuinely literally have your own raise and your own promotion whenever you want. You can go from a five-figure earner to a six-figure earner in a matter of months, right? You can go from a six-figure earner to a seven-figure earner in the matter of a year. You can in less, it's literally all up to you, right? The better you become at this craft, the better you become at trading and more and have more experience, and the more time you have, you can generally create your own raise. It's your own promotion. There's no one to tell you that you're going to make this amount. There's no one going to cap you. There's no one going to tell you, oh, you only get X certain amount of promotions after a certain period of time. You make your own promotions. You strive to the next level on your own. Now, that's also can be a bad, positive and a negative thing, right? Some people might get too comfortable when they're at, right? Because there's no one telling them that you're going to great rate a raise and promotion. There's no one going to sit there and tell you you're definitely going to get a promotion if you do this and that, right? So the self-discipline is probably the hardest part about that. The hardest part about that, right, is to have, you have to have self-discipline in Forex to get to that next level. So it's a good and a bad thing for some people. For me, it's just a good thing, right? Because I'm always looking to make the next yada yada yada, the next yada yada, and you should too. There's no one to tell you when you're gonna make this and that, or when in one certain amount of time. It's all up to you. It can be a matter of days. You can give yourself a promotion. You can give yourself a raise in 2 days, 3 days, a week, a month, a year, whenever you want. And for the last thing on this, and by the way, I'm actually done the breakdown. I'm gonna explain to you on gbpjpy and gbpusd what I got marked off, right? And it looks like they're both very similar in where they're going. But they both have very nice, technical analytical things that I'm placing. They both have nice trend lines and fit the EMAs and structure to go. These are the perfect setups. I think they're beautiful. But with GBPJPY, while not a little bit, I am going to stay away. I am going to be careful. January is when I'll probably be back to GBPJPY. So the possibilities are endless and possibilities are endless. And what I mean by that is, the important thing in Forex is to use all these things I just said and put them together, right? The fact that you can make money from anywhere and work when you want, and you can create your own salary, you create your own raises and promotions. Like you can literally do anything with this. This is all up to you. You can do anything, and you should never limit yourself or in your brain to make, oh, like I'm gonna do Forex and I'll make it when I make my first 100 grand or 200. You can make so much more than that if you just continue to, as corny as it sounds, if you just continue to dream. If you continue to dream and work at them, it's gonna happen. There's no way you don't. If you work hard in and out every single day for your dreams, there's no way you don't come out on top. And if you don't, it's because you didn't work hard enough. It's simple as that. So that's the best thing about possibilities, other jobs, as I relate it to. There's always there's no growth at some point, in any job. You have reached the highest point unless you become the owner of it, right? And if you're an employee, how are you going to become the owner? The owner is the one who invested to make this company run. So, just like any other job, at some point there is a cap to your possibilities, to your potential. And in Forex, it's endless. You can get anywhere in Forex as long as you put everything together. You can make X amount from wherever, whenever, you know, and really worry about yourself. So those are the reasons why I trade Forex and why you should too. This is kind of, what probably a lot of people say. I don't really know, but it's not cap. This is real. I trade Forex. I've been trading Forex for about 3 years now, and it's the best thing I've ever done, right? That best decision I've ever had. So again, on GBBJPY, to end up this video, end up this talk, the shorts went through, but right now price is just absolutely melting. I can't tell you what to do. It's going to be hard to predict, especially with the holidays. Now, on GBP USD, GBP USD, if you had looked at the daily time frame, what I had marked earlier, if you saw me, we kind of actually had some head and shoulders action, right? As you can see, we're actually breaking structure. We've had this perfect bullish uptrend just like this, higher high, higher low, higher high, and now it looks like we're looking to break under. So if we break under this level, retest at this area, just like GJ on Friday, we're going to short all the way down to here and probably see price continue to drop. The reason why is because I can see a steeper pullback due to the weekly time frame, probably coming down to here before going long again. The H4 time frame gives us, a little more insight on that daily, it's a cleaner look at the daily, what we just said on the daily time frame, because now you can see a nice trend line, and now we've broken under this 50 EMA that we've been hovering above this entire time. We're retesting it. We're creating this pre-market range, and when price drops, comes back up, retest. That's where I'm going to be looking to short. Catch this move with me. Don't miss it. It actually looks like it might be ready to pop. You know, if this closes under, it starts to retest. We're heading into pre-London. We could be getting an entry soon. This is where I'm looking to trade, not this position exactly. So caution, caution, caution. Stop loss can be anywhere above. But yeah, this is where I'm looking to trade. GBP USD looks beautiful for shorts. And be careful. Be careful. It's the holidays. And take your time. Be cautious with your entries. Patience pays. Thank you guys for watching. I hope I inspired you to trade Forex. And if you're already trading Forex, I hope you realized, you know, the blessing of what you came across. This is, you know, and I do too, and I pray to God and I tell God, thank you every single day, because, you know, like I can't believe I found it, right? You know, I was in college, I was going down the regular, you know, path, but I'm definitely grateful that I have a job that lets me do all these, and you should too. I hope you guys trade Forex, and I hope I can convince you guys. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for the next video dropping tomorrow. I'm breaking down GJ again, except I'm going to add a little twist to it. So, you know, put the post notifications on so you can watch these trades. I break down the trades before market so you guys can take the trade with me too. If you watched the Friday one on time, you would have caught that trade. You know, when I checked during London, during the move, there's probably like 20, 30 people. I do trade London, so it's hard, but whatever. I'm gonna see what I can do about that. But thank you for watching. See you. Um, stay tuned for the next video. Deuces.